Carson?
Probably say a lot on this, but just generally speaking for the whole season, what do you think you've learned as a pro so far, having a limited role, but also behind the scenes?
For sure. Every game's a tough game. That's kind of what I've learned, especially playing with these dudes, going in and out of the one-possession games, stuff like that over, the course of so many weeks. So it's been a really cool experience to kind of see how that crunch time works and, how so efficient a team could be, to possibly try to get out and get that victory.
What can you take away from a guy like Kareem, just kind of seeing how he operated this year?
Yeah, just watching him, he's an 8-year guy, 9-year guy. Just being able to watch him and kind of follow in his footsteps, not even like in the running back role, like blocking, catching out of the backfield, stuff like that. It's really helped me like improve my game too as well, especially learn like different types of like blocking techniques too from him.
Carson, what have they told you about a role and how much you're going to play on Sunday?
Yeah, there's no doubt that, I'm going to get a little bit extra, specific type of roles, but nothing's been really, kind of wired down to who's getting what, between all the running backs and even any other players, stuff like that. So it's kind of a day-by-day thing, kind of figure it out from there.
Carson, you guys have gone, I guess, 6 games now without a turnover, and I wonder what you've seen in the change in emphasis, and also what you've learned about protecting the ball this year, and how that's been done.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously I had a few mistakes at the beginning of the year. It's something I've learned from too, after practice every day, trying to work on little fundamental stuff like that too, especially learning from the older guys, protecting it in traffic, stuff like that. Just the little techniques to really, like you were saying, prevent anything like that.
Do you feel like team-wise there's been even a change in emphasis, like a broader change in emphasis that's kind of helped this along for everybody in the last month?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely do. Guys are real, more antsy about it, stuff like that. Especially the last couple teams we played, they're real big. The Steelers were really big and, knocking the ball out, stuff like that. So we've tried to learn about it, learn from our mistakes and, keep going from week in, week out.
Anything else?
In some of those videos after the Christmas game, it just looked like you guys were really having a bunch of fun. How would you kind of assess like the camaraderie from day one to now? How has that kind of grown with the team?
Yeah, that's a big thing that I've always kind of, even being here for 1 year, whether it's week 1 or week 16, everybody's acts like it's week 1, and everybody's so excited, especially being Christmas. Obviously you're away from your family, but you get to be on the biggest stage, on that day. Everybody in town's watching you, so it's just really cool to see those guys, how they interact, especially the guys, coming in their 8th, 9th year, acting like it's their rookie year, their first game start. So it's really cool to kind of feed off their energy.
Last one, Nate.
Carson, is it correct that you spent time during practice this year alongside Carson Wentz, and just what's it been like sort of building that rapport, that relationship with him, knowing that that's going to be what you guys put out there on Sunday? For sure.
Just like you were saying, I got to train with him in team camp, stuff like that, especially, taking the second team reps, stuff like that. Carson's an elite QB, and a lot of people take that for granted, especially around here. And, it's really cool to see him and how he performs, especially being a veteran like himself. So very excited to see, what goes on and how it goes out throughout the game.
Anything else? Thanks, Carson.
Thank you, guys. Take care.